What's up, guys? It is Olin back with another episode of MMAnomaly. First things first, I want to go ahead and apologize for not coming out with any content last week or for the bigger card last week. That was due to me being sick for most of the week, so definitely apologize. It wasn't just like being a slacker. Definitely didn't feel well. But I am back, and I just wanted to do a quick video, nothing too crazy. No fan questions or anything today, but I did want to do a quick video before the upcoming fight card. As you all know, if you've been paying attention to the MMA news, we have a short notice fight as the main event. So Beneil Dariush ended up getting injured. Quick recoveries to him, hopefully. So as a result, Islam Makhachev still wants to fight, and everybody in the top 15 said no. So they reached out to none other than Bobby Green, who just recently fought and had a great performance. So yeah, I mean, he's stepping up in a real big way. Anybody who knows him knows that he's definitely just a gangster. He's a great guy, and he's an even better fighter. So looking forward to seeing that fight. Before I dive into that fight, I do want to say the other two fights I want to tell people to look out for are Terrence McKinney versus Faraz Zayam. That fight is definitely going to be a banger. I don't know how long or short it's going to be, but I definitely think it's going to be fireworks. And then the other undercard fight to look out for is Alejandro Perez versus Jonathan Martinez. Honestly, I think both those guys are going to bring it. I think it's going to end up being a stand-up war, and I think that fight is going to be a lot of fun. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green. So it's definitely a stylistic clash matchup, right? You have the Dagestani grappler, who's slowly but surely been sharpening his striking skills as well, going against arguably one of the better boxers in the sport of mixed martial arts, okay? So Bobby Green, things to look out for. He lands at a much higher clip on average per minute across his UFC tenure than Islam Makhachev. However, he absorbs much more per minute than Islam Makhachev, right? So you have one guy that goes out and just throws and lands bombs, but he also is willing to eat bombs. And then you have another guy who's very precise and timed and poised with his approach, right? Somebody who takes his time, picks his shots in Islam Makhachev. So I think the two biggest things that are going to play factors are the fact that Bobby Green always fights, or typically fights, with his hands very low, down at his hips. And he fires from the hips, right? It's very hard to see where those punches are going to go when someone's firing from the hips because you're not used to fighting people like that, right? Another thing that brings to the table is him having that low sense of gravity with his hands. It makes it very easy, or much easier, I should say, for you to sprawl whenever somebody shoots a single leg or double leg takedown on you, right? So that could pay dividends for him. We've also seen him fight a wrestler in Ally Quinta, move backwards and land a quick 1-2 and drop him, right? That's how he finished the fight. Before the ground and pound, obviously. So I really do think that Bobby Green, even though he's like a 900 point or 1,000 point underdog Vegas odds, I think he actually does have quite a puncher's chance, more than just a puncher's chance. Stylistically, it's a worse matchup in my opinion, or a more dangerous matchup in my opinion, than Beneil Dariush. On the flip side though, this fight is most dangerous for Islam in the first 1 to 3 minutes. Because realistically, if Islam can get a single takedown on him and make him work to get up, it's going to feel like quicksand. It's going to be the beginning of the end. Because when Islam ends up getting top position on somebody, we've seen it happen to numerous opponents. He tires them out, he makes them quit, and then he either taps them out or finds another way to get the finish. So I think it's going to end up being a first or second round submission for Islam Makhachev. But I also think that Bobby Green should not be counted out. And I think that he should be seen as a very dangerous opponent, a very, very dangerous man in that cage. So I can't begin to tell you how much I'm looking forward to this matchup. I am nervous for Islam, but I really do think he's going to come away with the win. And I personally think, even though it's against an unranked opponent in Bobby Green, he does deserve a title shot after this. It's not his fault that everybody else in the top 15 just keeps saying no. And then he finally gets people that say yes, like Beneil Dariush, and unfortunately, they get injured 10 days before the fight. You can't put that on Islam. And things like this continue to happen as far as people turning him down. So, sound off in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell for notifications, and let me know what other kind of content you guys want to see. I'll probably be doing a breakdown. I have a little trip coming up this next week, so it might be a couple days late, but I am going to do a breakdown on the fights that are coming up this Saturday. So look forward to that. Sound off in the comments below on whether or not you think Islam deserves a title shot if he wins on Saturday, or does Bobby Green deserve a title shot if he wins on Saturday? Let's get freaking crazy with it. All right, guys. Thanks again for the love and support. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope all of you guys are doing super great. See you next time.